Hello everybody and welcome back to Sterling Channel 19, and we are happy to bring you guys this Lady Knights basketball matchup between, again, your Sterling Lady Knights and those Haddonfield Bulldogs. Big rivalry night for the Lady Knights and the boys basketball team as well, who will be playing at Haddonfield tonight at 7 o'clock. So very nice records for these two teams. We're going to go look over the Colonial Liberty standings. Haddon Township off to a great start this season, 4-0 in the division, 6-1 overall. And then, a little bit of a shock factor. I mean, not to discredit the Silver Knights or anything, but I don't really think anyone expected them to be in this spot. They are 2-0 in the division, 5-2 overall. And then right under them are the Haddonfield Bulldogs, who are 1-1 in the division, 5-2 overall. Then the Garnets, who are 1-1 in the division, 4-3 overall. And the West Effort took a little slip to the bottom this year, 1-2 in the division, 2-4 overall. And then Woodbury at the bottom at 0-2 and 1-5. And taking a look at the comparison between the two teams, Sterling with a 5-2 record, which it said on the thing, but it says 4-2 here, and then Haddonfield with a 5-2 record as well. Sterling second to Colonial Liberty this year, Haddonfield right behind them. The difference being Haddonfield has lost one game in conference play. Sterling is 2-0, Haddonfield 1-1. Sterling's offense a little bit lackluster this year, only averaging 32 points per game compared to Haddonfield's offense, which is averaging 48. And then that Lady Knights Coach McDonald's zone defense still holding strong with 28 points per game allowed compared to Haddonfield's 35. And then taking a look at the leading scorers for both of these teams, Lexi Kuhn with 10 points per game, Paris Logan with 8, Jordan Frazier with 6 points per game, and then Maddie Sims with 5 points per game. And then for Haddonfield, Acadia Walters leading the way big time with 19 points per game, Harper Benjamin with 8 points per game, Avery Sinis, who has 7 points per game, and Marlena Kadar with 6 points per game. Kadar. Since 2007, the game history, Haddonfield leads 19-18, so relatively even between these two teams. Haddonfield has won the last two. Sterling's last win came in February 2023. The keys to the game for the Lady Knights is, team defense. Staying really strong on the defensive side of the ball is going to be very important for the Lady Knights because that, Coach Kate McDonald's zone is so lethal. Limit the turnovers, which we've seen a lot of for these Lady Knights this year, so definitely one of the keys. And then, as usual, the rebounding factor, especially down low. So we're going to cut away for just a moment and let the Lady Knights introduce themselves.
Madison Sims, Junior, Forward, Stratford.
Lexi Kuhn, Junior, Guard, Stratford.
Michaela Carr, Senior, Guard, Summerdale.
Paris Logan, Senior, Forward, Summerdale.
Amber Wilsey, Senior, Guard, Stratford.
Molly Hofbaker, Freshman, Guard, Laurel Springs.
Macy Fox, Senior, Guard, Laurel Springs.
Jordan Frazier, Junior, Forward, Lindenwold.
Aaliyah Smith, Junior, Forward, Magnolia.
Welcome back here, Sterling Channel 19, as we take a look at the Haddonfield starters. The junior guard, Molly Mulligan. Acadia Walters, who has a team lead 19 points per game this year, just as a sophomore guard for this Haddonfield Bulldogs team. Then there's Harper Benjamin, made 15 three-pointers last year, definitely off to a hot start this year as well with 8 points per game. And then Marlena Kadar, who has 17 two-point shots made this year, averaging out to 34 two-pointer total points. And then Chloe Rusk at the bottom. And then for Sterling, Paris Logan, definitely Sterling's best defender down low. Has block and block per game. Amber Wilsey, her first year as a varsity starter, and then Lexi Kuhn has really just been the head of this team this year. Taking a new role, being the head, 11 points per game, which has the team lead, had 19 points last game against Collingswood, And then Maddie Sims, who had 11 points in the W against Robbinsville, which was, I think, our last Lady Knights game covered here on Sterling Channel 19. And then Jordan Frazier, who's been a breakout star for the Sterling Lady Knights team, first-year starter as well, with 6 points per game. Thank you all for tuning in here. I'm Daniel Leakin, joined by Max Zubak, and getting ready for rivalry night here between the Sterling Lady Knights and the Haddonfield Bulldogs. Max, how you feeling about the matchup tonight?
I'm feeling like it's going to be the closest one we've seen yet. There has been a lot of good performances from both of these sides in recent games, and we said it in the Woodbury matchup with the guys. It depends. It's the same division. In the divisional game, especially one against Haddonfield, a team both basketball sides at Sterling really take as a personal matchup, it's going to get both emotional, and they're going to play as hard as they ever have throughout this year thus far.
Haddonfield doing their little pregame tradition a little bit of a perfect circle right there for the Bulldogs, as we are going to step aside for just one moment and tune in to the Rob Strauss.
senior number 3, Paris Logan. At 45, senior number 11, Amber Wilson. At 45, junior number 15, Lexi Cooper. At 45, junior number 22, Maddie Sims. At 45, junior number 23, Jordan Frazier. The Lady Knights are coached by Kate McDonald, assisted by Chris Jones, Ashley Sharman, David Powell, and Chanel Robinson.
So there are the coaches. Jackie Mulligan to your left, Sterling alumni here at Sterling. And then obviously for the Lady Knights, it's head coach Kate McDonald. Two ladies that went to high school together. Fun fact. Now going against each other on the basketball court for multiple times. And there is the Lady Knights point scorer board. There is Katie Schmid at the bottom circle. In 1994, through 1994, she had 2,090
Marcus
points.
Johnson,
and up top is Jackie
Junior,
Donovan
Ford,
Mulligan
Somerville,
now, who
Travis
in 1990 had 2,516 points. That's pretty crazy. So thank you all for tuning in here to Sterling Channel 19. I'm Daniel Leake, joined by Max Zubak as we're just getting ready here for Haddonfield versus Sterling. And it looks like the Bulldogs are going to start with possession here. Katia Walters running the point here for Haddonfield. She passes it over to Benjamin, back to Walters. She gets it over to Mulligan. Walters looking down low. She dishes it out to Mulligan once again. Great passing here from the Bulldogs. Trying to cash in was Kadar, but she could not get it down. And Sterling now with possession. Looking deep towards Paris Logan in the paint. She tries to get a bucket. She cannot. Nice board there from Haddonfield Bulldogs. And now Rusk moving up the court. Gives it off to Walters. Walters now from long range does not get it. Haddonfield fighting for the rebound, and they get it over to Rusk. Nice steal there by Maddie Sims. Maddie Sims now taking up the court, trying to battle here with Haddonfield. She keeps it in front, gets it over to Paris Logan, finds Lexi Kuhn. Lexi Kuhn for three, and she gets it! First 3 points of the game here for Lexi Kuhn. What a start.
Take a look once again. Sims chases for the ball, gets it out to Paris Logan while still on the floor, and then gets it right out to Lexi Kuhn, who bangs in a three to open up the scoring within a minute.
19 points per game, or excuse me, not 19 points, 19 points last game against Collingswood, 11 points per game this year, which is a team lead. Starting off hot with a deep three-pointer there for Lexi Kuhn. Kuhn now with possession once again. Dribbles into some open space. Lethal shooter here for the Lady Knights. Haddonfield just giving her time. Maddie Sims now has it. Pressured here by Rusk. She gets it over to Frazier. Frazier finding Kuhn. Kuhn looking to facilitate. Great defense here by this Bulldogs team. Finds Wilsey underneath, and Wilsey catches it in. Amber Wilsey for her first 2 points of the game, and Sterling's passing look a little bit more on point so far.
But the passing and the rebounding have been a little better in the opening moments of this game.
And a deep three-point attempt there from Walters does not go, as we're going to take a look at a replay of that Wilsey layup.
We see it's a long ball right into the paint, and Wilsey, it goes around the rim a little bit, but goes right in to make it 5-0 early on in this quarter.
Really good start from this Lady Knights team. A lot more precision passing to start. Haddonfield taking a couple deep three-pointers. Hasn't been able to cash in. Wilsey finds Sims. Sims tightly guarded. She scans the court. Nice screen there by Wilsey. Sims trying to get in some open space. Finds Logan. Logan looking underneath to Sims. Good defensive play there by Mulligan. But the ball will stay in favor on Sterling possession. There we go. I was preparing for a stream this past Monday with the boys. Didn't get it, and I feel as I am a little rusty right now, but we'll get the hang of it. Maddie Sims looks underneath for Paris Logan. Logan muscling her way to the basket, and a nice move there by Paris Logan. One of the best players, as I mentioned, defensively, but definitely a great start on the offensive side of the game for Sterling. So we're going to take a look at the replay.
Paris Logan is the definition of a power forward. She is there to get into the paint, get what you need from it right under the rim. And in this case, it was 2 extra points.
So early timeout taken here by Jackie Mulligan and the Haddonfield Bulldogs. And I mean, this strong offensive start for Sterling is, I think, something that not many people were expecting.
I don't think even Sterling were expecting it to get a nice open three, kick it off, and then they've kind of slowly taken the momentum, and it's exactly what you got to do in that situation. And it's definitely caught the Bulldogs off guard, which is what you want to do to any opponent, let alone one of your biggest rivals.
So Jackie Mulligan and Coach Kate McDonald, two 2,000-point scorers here for Sterling Channel 19, Sterling girls basketball history, and two people have really made their mark. And there is Jackie Donovan Mulligan, 1990 Sterling High School graduate, member of the South Jersey Basketball Hall of Fame, scored 2,516 points, most three-point all-time, and just so many accolades for Jackie Mulligan. And now a three-pointer taken here by Harper Benjamin, and she cashes in on an early three-pointer for herself. What a start. Had 15 three-pointers last year, getting hot early for Haddonfield. Looking forward towards Paris Logan, draws the foul there. That one looks like it's going to be on Marlena Kadar, her first foul of the game, the team's first as well. Paris Logan now to the line, shooting two here for Sterling, 73% from the line, who nails her first. So Paris Logan, the senior, 8 points per game this year, 73% from the line. Has done a great job on the defensive side of the ball, too. I mean, Maxwell called swat and swat again, and definitely has made her mark in her senior year thus far. And Logan nails her second. So perfect from the charity stripe there for Paris Logan. Sterling has their 6-point lead over Haddonfield thus far. Now Haddonfield trying to set up shop. Sinnis looks the other side. Jordan Frazier looking for the steal. That ball will stay in favor of Haddonfield. Harper Fasolo looks like she's going to check into this game here for Haddonfield for Chloe Rusk. There is Coach Kate McDonald. Also, you know, her fair share of history made here at Sterling Channel 19. I keep saying Sterling Channel 19. At Sterling girls basketball, whether it's on the court or, you know, as a coach, she definitely makes her presence felt. Maddie Sims over to Lexi Kuhn, who finds Wilsey. She finds Sims. Sims now dribbling up the court. Sims gets a nice screen there from Logan. Finds an open Lexi Kuhn, but it was tipped on the way, so it'll stay in favor of Sterling. So there's some more there for Jackie Donovan Mulligan. 1990 New Jersey Player of the Year, the state champ in 89 and 90 was the MVP for both. So Jackie Mulligan, again, another one of those coaches or players that turn coaches. There is Kate Schmid-McDonald, class of 94. Again, 2,090 points. What a photo, flattering photo of their high school Coach McDonald. Now has been on the sidelines for, I think, 16 years now, coaching this Lady Knights squad. They're learning from one of the best. So this one gets over to Walters. Walters trying to drive into the lane. That one was deflected. Goes out there to Benjamin, who misses. Rebound there by Walters. She looks underneath for Fasolo. She gets it over, and a foul is drawn there. Gigi Del Duca will go to the line.
This whole sequence here was a really nice one. There's the foul, but just before there, they tried to save the ball by getting it out, and it did. The real nice succession gets it to the corner there on the farthest from us. Couldn't quite make it. They get a layup opportunity. At least 2 shots, one already missed.
So Gigi Del Duca is the one to shoot here for the Haddonfield Bulldogs, number 21. She's a forward. She's a senior for this Haddonfield team. Not a lot of seniors rostered. I actually think that she is the only one. Definitely interesting to note as she nails her second free throw, and a timeout is taken by Coach Kate McDonald. And you can follow us on Twitter at SterlingTV19. We'll have live updates of all the games and, of course, all the fun and exciting things that happen around the castle. So make sure you guys go follow us on Twitter or X at SterlingTV19. So glad to bring you guys this Wednesday broadcast at a nice little PLC day today at Sterling. Now getting into some rival matchups between Sterling and Haddonfield. The boys play later tonight at 7 o'clock at Haddonfield. That is Jackie Donovan Mulligan's father, Mr. Donovan, right there. Definitely interesting to see him out here. I mean, it's Coach Mulligan's alma mater, so I guess not too shocking, but glad to see him here. So Lexi Kuhn has it. She gives it over to Paris Logan. Paris Logan now taking it up the court. Scanning, getting a little bit of time here from Del Duca. She finds Kuhn. Kuhn now trying to find some open space for herself as well. Cuts back, looking for an open person. Looks for Smith. Smith can't get to it. Logan makes a nice play. She gets it back to Wilsey. Wilsey now running the point. Wilsey dribbles back, trying to cut into the lane. Wilsey now gets under the basket, tries to put up a nice floater. That one goes in and out. Nice play there by Sterling, but looks like they got a little too much on the contact, and that'll be a foul on Jordan Frazier.
One of the only fouls that we've seen as far that wasn't, resulting in a couple of shots. There's been some foul trouble on both sides, but still it's been minimal. But obviously you're only getting into the first quarter. You do want to, extend the game as long as you can without committing such a thing. So you want to maybe just try and be as cautious as you can early on rather than have situations where someone's at 4.
So Molly Hoffaker now in the game here for Sterling. Feisty freshman, definitely great on the defensive side of the ball. As we see her try and contest a shot right there from Harper Benjamin, who can't knock it down. Rebound there by Del Duca, and she knocks it down for 2. Smith now finds Kuhn. Kuhn looking for Wilsey. That one deflected there by Haddonfield. Nice little step back floater there from number 11, Avery Sinnis. Freshman finds her first 2 points of the game.
I don't think we've seen a full court press as a defensive strategy in the first quarter throughout this year. It's a very interesting one. I feel like there's not much, there's not much of a necessary reason to it other than maybe halting momentum. But it's only a 3-point differential without doing this.
Max, what we like to mention is it's one of Sterling's kryptonites is that full court press. There's just a lot of inexperienced girls. They're not necessarily sure how to handle it. And with an experienced coach like Jackie Mulligan, that's something you want to capitalize as early as possible. So you make a really good point, Max, but at the same time, definitely a great idea. And this is one of those scenarios where it's working out quite well for the Bulldogs as they almost cause a turnover, but it stays in favor of the Lady Knights.
I do think, to your point, they obviously did see people such as Hoffaker come on, who is a freshman who has no idea how to take it. So it is definitely an issue for those inexperienced people like Sims, Kuhn, and Logan. It's going to be a lot easier for them to adapt to it, even if it is a strong full-court press.
Wilsey almost gets that one deflected from her. Kuhn now with some pressure from Benjamin. Smith set the screen. Kuhn didn't use it. Kuhn now getting pressured, trying to get the pass over to Smith. Smith trying to find Wilsey. Wilsey gets to it. Wilsey trying to make a pass underneath for Logan. Logan corrals it. Logan going towards the basket, draws the foul. Almost got the shot, but she will still go to the charity stripe to shoot 2.
Whether she was going to make it on that play or not, it was a very nice pass and almost a nice 2 to get another one. It's a very good play by Logan. She's got charity stripe for the second time already in this first quarter.
So that foul was on Harper Benjamin. It's her first, the team's second. Going to the line to shoot 2 now is Paris Logan. She misses the first.
Back in the game, Haddonfield for 2, Molly Hawley.
So Paris Logan back at the line to shoot her second free throw. She knocks it down. So Paris Logan, 1 for 2 from the line, 3 for 4 so far in the whole game from her. Now almost trying to execute their passing plays once again is Haddonfield. Now looking deep towards Molly Hoffaker was Wilsey. Hoffaker looks to set up for the mid-range jumper, but Harper Benjamin says, no way, Jose, and now she's taking it the other way. Mulligan now taking it to the net, and she gets the layup. Mulligan finds her first 2 points of the game, and we're all tied up at 10. Logan finds Kuhn. Kuhn looking for Hoffaker. Hoffaker now trying to get up the court. Hoffaker looking for Wilsey. That one's just going to go out of bounds, and a lot of this Sterling pressure is starting to collapse onto them.
It was a good way pressing throughout the whole extension of the court as they could. As they got to half court, it stayed there. As you see on this one, it tied it up with a nice fast break. They've been very good in the back half of this first quarter at maintaining more points and keeping up that pressure constantly. Second after second, there's always pressure against Sterling.
So Benjamin now has it. He's already ripped the three-pointer tonight. Gives it off to Mulligan. Mulligan finding Kadar. A little bit of a fight on the ground over there. Kuhn comes up with it. Kuhn now trying to get out of this full court press. That one tipped by Haddonfield. Nice pass there to Sims. She's getting pressured in the face by Walters, averaging 19 points per game, one of Haddonfield's most experienced players. Hoffaker now trying to drive into the lane, looking for an open player. Hoffaker gets it back to Sims, who finds an open Wilsey. Wilsey cutting into the lane, a little bit of a floater. That one goes off the backboard, rebounded there by Haddonfield. Now they're taking it up the court. Acadia Walters. Walters driving into the lane. Good move there by Maddie Sims. They call the foul on Maddie Sims, and this should have been a charge there, Max.
Yeah, probably should have. You see that she is planted and is definitely a charge.
But nevertheless, the foul goes on Maddie Sims. It's her first, it's the team's third. Jordan Frazier comes back into this game. A nice inbound pass there, looking towards Fasolo. She couldn't nail it. Paris Logan now battling under the rim, trying to get it out. Nice play there by Frazier to follow it. Frazier gets it over to Kuhn, and Sterling, while it's been sloppy, it's been rather good so far. Sims finds Logan. Logan now in the post, looking underneath for Frazier. Frazier turning around, trying to put one up. That one won't go. Nice rebound there by Del Duca. She finds Walters. Walters now taking her time. Nice screen there by Mulligan. A deep three-pointer with no time left, and that one won't go there for Benjamin, but that one was close. But you know what else is close? This game, as we are tied 10-10 at the end of the first quarter. We'll be right back at you after this short commercial break.
Douglas. Here. Brody. Here. Joshua. Joshua. Joshua.
I don't think he signed up for flex time.
Oh no. Oh no.
Hello everybody and welcome back to Sterling Channel 19 as we're taking a look at the Cinemark in Somerdale, New Jersey, home to former Sterling Channel 19 announcer Brian McLernan, aka The Movie Man. Paying homage to such a great announcer as we see his little house right there as we're going to get back to the action here with Sterling versus Haddonfield. A nice 10-10 quarter, and Max, something we weren't expecting was Sterling to coming out so strong at the start, and I think that's something they struggled with time. I mean, we saw in the game against Robbinsville, only scored 9 points in the first half, now have 10 here after that first quarter. Definitely much of an improvement.
Well, when you have a performance like you did against Robbinsville as an overall team, you're not getting the double-digit points for a whole half. You're going to take that as a we need to step our game up, and they definitely have in the past couple of outings, including this one just at the start of it. It's shaping up to be a good effort throughout whole. Over on the 5 on the quarter, they've been very good.
Nice pass from Smith, finds Sims, and Sims definitely going to make no mistake of knocking that one down, finding her first 2 points of the game. Nice pass there from Aaliyah Smith. So now Walters has it. Walters stepping back. Running the point here for this Haddonfield team. Walters finds Benjamin. Back to Walters. She finds Mulligan. Back to Walters. Walters now trying to drive into the lane. She finds Benjamin. Kate McDonald zone, standing strong right now. As Mulligan looks underneath, a nice pass to the inside, and Rusk gets her 2 points. So 12-12, all knotted up here to start the second. Haddonfield has yet to hold the lead here against the Lady Knights. Sims was thinking about the pull-up three. She won't take it. Wilsey now with a little bit of space finds Kuhn. Kuhn definitely also thinking about that three-pointer, something so lethal in her game. She finds Wilsey. Wilsey now trying to break out to the point. She cuts back, finds Lexi Kuhn. Lexi Kuhn Searching her options, finds Wilsey, who finds Sims. Sims now looking underneath for Smith. That one tips, but it finds the hands of Lexi Kuhn, who lets it fly, but that one does not go down. And now moving up with it is Haddonfield. Walters finds Benjamin. Benjamin looking a nice cut pass there to Walters. Walters for the mid-range jumper. That one won't go. She's still searching for her first bucket. Goes back out to Walters. Walters now with the floater, and she nails that one for her first bucket.
The first lead Haddonfield will have over Sterling to start off this game, and it's been well-deserved. Both teams putting in a really large amount of effort to keep the lead, and now it's finally switched hands.
Looks like that one's going to be a little push foul there from Chloe Rusk as we're going to take a look at the replay.
Let's see what gave Haddonfield the lead. They go for a nice little floater and it goes right in, smooth as butter. What a way to get the lead for Haddonfield.
So Paris Logan now checking back into this game, replacing Jordan Frazier, who's done a great job so far in this game being physical. Lexi Kuhn now ripping it from beyond the arc. That one just a little bit too much on it. Haddonfield just smartly let that one bounce out, and it'll be their ball here to try and, open up the lead a little bit more. Our next TV game will be Friday. It'll be girls basketball. Haddon Heights versus Sterling. Classic divisional rivals once again. That game will be at 5:30. Haddonfield now back with possession. Walters scanning. A nice cross-court pass. He finds Rusk. Rusk now with a nice cutting pass, but nicely intercepted there by the Lady Knights. This one's going to be a jump ball, and possession will stay in favor of Haddonfield. Very aggressive so far here by the Lady Knights.
I mean, they've kind of had to be. I feel like when they got out to that first surge of offense to gain a nice lead in the first quarter, Haddonfield took that and needed to immediately match it, and they did with a lot of pressure defensively, and now they've got a 4-point lead. Sterling's got to play a little more aggro, add more pressure themselves onto Haddonfield.
So I think that one was Chloe Rusk, who has her 4 points of the game right now. Looking underneath towards Aaliyah Smith. Smith battling with it. She finds Kuhn. Kuhn's going to let it fly from beyond the arc. That one doesn't go. But a little bit too much lackadaisical passing there will go right back into Sterling's hands. We're going to take a look at the replay at the Haddonfield bucket.
Look at the inbound pass. It's just right into the rim. Oh, nice clean 2 points.
Yeah, Chloe Rusk towering over most of the team, a junior forward for this Haddonfield squad. This one goes over to Sims. She looks underneath for Logan. Logan now inside the paint, and she floats that one in. Having herself, she has 7 points on the day. Almost intercepted there by Sims. This one goes back out to Benjamin. Her three-pointer, and nothing but nylon. Harper Benjamin, how do you do? She has 6 points. Sims now finds Wilsey. Wilsey trying to respond. That one goes off the backboard. Haddonfield now moving with some pace. Chloe Rusk going up the court. Rusk looking the other way towards Mulligan. Nicely tipped there by Sims to slow down the pace. And Haddonfield will make a boatload of substitutions.
You take a look here at the last three. They passed right back. The zone didn't take, enough of a quick approach to get back to the ball in time, and it was an easy open three from there.
Nice tip there by Wilsey. Corralled there by Walters. Walters looking underneath. This one goes back out to Sinis, who rips a three, and she's nothing but nylon as well. Automatic from beyond the arc so far here for Haddonfield as they are opening up this game against the Lady Knights. Foul called on Harper Fasolos. We're going to take a look at that three-pointer from the freshman, Avery Sinis.
I mean, it's the exploit that once a team finds it against this zone zone defense, you can't be stopped. This is the second three now in this quarter. They take the ball away, find some space on that right side, and they get a three out.
And a nice pass there from Lexi Kuhn, who finds Paris Logan, who was cutting inside. Sterling trying to break back into this game as Haddonfield has finally found their rhythm on the offensive side of the ball. Benjamin gets it out to Sinis. Sinis, a part of the Group 2 champion Haddonfield girls soccer team. This one goes out to the corner. Gets back up to Walters. Walters getting the play. Gets it over to Sinis. Sinis finding Del Duca, who finds Benjamin. Benjamin now looking for the cutting Fasolo, but it won't get there. Nicely read there by the Lady Knights. Smith will take it up the court. Smith hands it off to Sims. Tightly defended here by Walters. Sims steps back, looks underneath towards Logan. Logan now getting triple teamed, back out to Sims. Sims looking the other way towards Lexi Kuhn, who makes a nice move, trying to get towards the basket. Nicely defended there by Benjamin. Keeping it in is Paris Logan. That one was hit out, and they're going to say that hit off of Logan. We're going to take a look at the replay.
They were both on the floor chasing the ball after here as we take a look at a later date.
That was Paris Logan getting to the rim once again. She's had a great game so far, 9 points for her. So 2 minutes and 30 seconds until the end of half number one. Haddonfield with a 6-point lead over the Lady Knights. Walters looking inside. Great passing here from Haddonfield. Mulligan can rip it from three. Haddonfield on fire now. Mulligan. Nothing but net once again. Kuhn now trying to respond. He's going to let it fly from beyond the arc. That one doesn't go. Rebound there by Haddonfield. Walters now moving up the court with a ton of speed. Walters going to get inside the lane. A nice little floater. That one goes off the backboard. Rebound there by Fasolo. Another three-pointer, and that one goes in for Haddonfield. Avery Sinnis now getting in on the action. 12-point lead. Kuhn now gives it off to Wilsey. Wilsey to Sims. Sims looking all the way over to Kuhn. Kuhn now for the mid-range jumper. That one goes off the backboard. Logan with the rebound. She gets fouled. So she'll go to the line and shoot two.
I mean, we take a look once again at Haddonfield, able to find that part of the court once again throughout this zone defense. They found, like I said, that exploit. Once it's found, the hole's blown open. They've been able to figure it out. Sterling's now got to adapt that zone and change it up a little bit to stop the constant threes raining down.
So Paris Logan now shooting two here for the Lady Knights. Misses her first. So to reference something, Max, I know you weren't here last year, but something that Jake Clark would harp on a lot when he was on here for the girls' basketball games is one thing that was really detrimental to the Coach Kate McDonald zone that they're so good at is three-pointers. Once they get those three-point shooters going, as Paris Logan nails her second, once they get those three-point shooters going, it's really tough to stop. And I learned that from him. He showed it to me, and I think that's something that we're experiencing here right now. Haddonfield's hot hand from beyond the arc has been detrimental to the Sterling team thus far. So Haddonfield now has the ball here. 1:14 left after that one was deflected off of Maddie Sims. There's Coach Kate McDonald. Walters getting the play here from Jackie Mulligan. Walters looks over to Sinnis. This one goes back into the corner, looking for Mulligan, who finds Sinnis. Sinnis now back to Mulligan. Mulligan finds Walters. Gets a nice screen, gonna get past Sims, looking towards the outside to Sinnis, who finds Mulligan in the corner. That one swatted away by Paris Logan, who's having herself a great game. We're gonna take a look at the replay.
Well, they know the three is coming when Paris turns to the Eiffel Tower. A nice block there.
Paying homage to the great Dikembe Mutombo. Not in my house. As Paris Logan nails that one down. To the outside, now this one finds Walters. Walters with the step back three-pointer, and she drains it. Haddonfield still lethal from beyond the arc. Acadia Walters wants in on the fun. Looking underneath to Logan. Logan now lays it up with one of her own. 12 points for the 12th grader so far. That's 12 of Sterling's 19. Definitely one of the best halves for Sterling basketball, doing better offensively than usual. As Paris Logan definitely carrying that load massive amount. Acadia Walters now, 9 seconds remain. Walters over to Benjamin, back to Walters. Walters with 3 seconds left finds Benjamin. Benjamin's gonna let it fly from beyond the arc, well swatted away there from Sterling. And that'll do it for half number one.
We see here was constant threes. They need to find a way to stop it throughout these halftime talks. Because if they don't, Haddonfield's going to keep on raining them down into their net.
Acadia Walters showing why she's a 19 points per game per game player, as we're going to go to break. Second half action coming up right after this.
Hey, stop that, bully!
Are you begging for a knuckle sandwich, twerp?
Maybe I am.
Nice try, Twub.
Please, Hamburger, please help me. He's bullying me. You're right. I need to help you. I'm the anti-bully.
I can't be defeated.
Logan. Oh my God, thank you. Oh yes, King.
I need a quick puff of my vape right now. May I use the bathroom, please?
Yes, you may use the bathroom.
Yo, what happened to you? Wait. Man, screw that.
What happened to Doug?
Because he was vaping and thought it wouldn't hurt him at all.
And remember, stay clean, breathe fresh air.
Where were you? You were supposed to meet me at my locker.
I had to get my books.
Let's go.
Where are we going?
Don't worry about it.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Sterling Channel 19 as we are back here getting ready for some second half action between your Sterling Silver Knights and the Haddonfield Bulldogs. Take a look at the leading scorers so far in the game. Paris Logan really has been the star for both of these teams so far. She has 12 on the night. Lexi Kuhn with 3, Maddie Sims with 2. And for Haddonfield, Walters has 5, Benjamin has 6, and Sinis, who has been on fire from beyond the arc, has 7. We're going to take a look at Haddonfield's baskets to start, as they had a little bit of a slow start in that first quarter, but really started lighting it up from beyond the arc in that second.
Yeah, I mean, we see constant threes. Obviously, some layups were towards the start, mainly in the first quarter, and there were some turnover issues in the start of the first as well. But by the time the second had rolled around, it was nothing but net from beyond the arc for the Bulldogs. So you keep seeing here. Run down. It's a lot of fast breaks as well. They were able to take advantage of Sterling needing to set up the zone for it to work.
Yep.
They were able to make it, more of a man-to-man thing, which led to a lot more points for Haddonfield.
Yeah, and then as time has progressed, I mean, we talked about the three-pointers, which we'll start to see rain down sooner than later, but at the start, it was really a lot of the floater game. The floaters in the mid-range, and that's where Haddonfield really succeeded in their shooting. And then after a while, once the second quarter really hit, I'd say about halfway, just on fire. And we're going to take a look at the Sterling Lady Knights scorers, and a lot of the common theme we're going to see here is Paris Logan. To start, Maddie Sims was making it rain. And then here is where we see Paris Logan start to pursue her dominance. I mean, 12 points in that first half for Paris Logan. And as much as we talked to her on the defensive side, she's great on the offensive side as we are back into the game here as Walters starts it off early with an early layup for Haddonfield.
I mean, every game it's a honing in on turnovers thing for both Sterling squads on varsity, and you kick off the first half giving one up to Haddonfield.
And now looking underneath for Frazier, tries to do the same thing Paris Logan does, but she couldn't get it down. And now Walters taking it the other way here for Haddonfield. She's moving with pace. She was looking for Benjamin. Good play there by Wilsey to shut that one down. Our next TV game will be this Friday. Haddon Heights versus Sterling. More rivalry to come here on Sterling Channel 19. It'll be girls basketball, again starting at 5:30. So now Haddonfield setting up their offense. Mulligan now finds Walters. She looks underneath. Great passing here by Haddonfield looking for Rusk. She couldn't finish the layup. Logan now has it stripped away from her. Mulligan to Walters. Walters, step back three-pointer. She's looking to cash in, but she cannot. Rebound there by Benjamin. Benjamin looking to cash in. She cannot either. Russell for the ball, and possession will stay in favor of Haddonfield. Good shot attempts by these Bulldogs, just unable to knock it down. So great play there by Paris Logan, as now the Lady Knights looking to progress up the court. Wilsey swarmed by a couple of Bulldogs, and looks like Mulligan is going to get the foul here. That inbound pass there, I mean, Tim McDonald was absolutely screaming from the bench, telling Paris Logan to move over, and I think it just mapped the play there for Paris Logan. There was a mental mistake there from Lexi Kuhn. Walters now progressing up the court. She gives it off to Mulligan. Mulligan now trying to find some space. She gives it off to Benjamin, who finds Walters. Walters, a deep three, won't go. Rebound there from Haddonfield. Haddonfield now trying to take it to the hoop. Rush shots won't go. Rebound here by Logan. She's trying to get it out to Kuhn. Nice steal there from Haddonfield. Once again, the hustle factor been a great thing for the Bulldogs so far today. Mulligan, Benjamin. Benjamin finds Walters. Walters looking down low. She finds Rusk. Rusk now looking for the shot, and she's going to get it in. Chloe Rusk off of the assist from Kadar, excuse me. And Haddonfield really starting to break away now. Kuhn to swarm. She finds Wilsey. Wilsey for the mid-range jumper. That one doesn't fall. Walters now flying up the court. Walters. A little bit of a hop step going towards the lane, and a nice basket there by Walters, and a timeout taken by Coach McDonald.
And if we take a look at this quick break once again from Haddonfield, they're getting through, they're getting to the net. They obviously know going into the second half they made a lot of threes before. Sterling's going to try and hone in and stopping those, so they go to the rim now.
You can stop and make sure you go follow our athletic director, Ken Ciano, on Go Night Sports. We will have updates of all the things happening around the castle sports-wise on Twitter or Instagram at Go Knights Sports. We're back with our annual Ken Ciano. And he found us almost immediately. He saw what was coming. We always test Mr. Ciano to see if he's watching the games because he always says that he is watching at all times. And there he is. He's watching. So really that all comes from, he told us that he watches the game on his tablet to look at the replays and such like that. And Mr. K said we're going to have a little fun. Every time he mentioned that promo, we're going to go and see if he's paying attention. He is paying attention. He found Korean Justice and us here in the booth and always gives us a little wave. Our new athletic director is first year under Sterling. He's done a great job in the replacement of Mr. Manlove. Thank you all for tuning in. I'm Daniel Leakin, joined by Max Zubak here. Very happy to bring you guys this girls basketball game, a little Wednesday night fun. We're going to be back Friday for some more girls basketball when they face the Haddon Heights Garnets. You know, the similar thing between both of our athletic directors in the past years is they like the worst football teams known to mankind. Whether it's the Giants or the Cowboys, really doesn't get any better here at Sterling Channel 19. We will never find an Eagles fan athletic director.
I just threw up a little bit in my mouth. That was terrible.
So now Walters finds Mulligan. Mulligan spinning away from the Sterling defense, finds Walters once again. Walters fakes the pass. Going to take it back now. Walters finds Benjamin. Finds Mulligan. Mulligan looking underneath for Fasolo. Fasolo now looks towards the middle. Draws the foul there as Kadar. But she cannot nail the shot, and she will go to the charity stripe to shoot two.
Take a look at the play that went down here to draw this foul. It was a good decision. She saw it was a lot of pressure coming in from Aaliyah Smith.
So Kadar now 6 points per game, 100% from the charity stripe. She keeps that consistent. A junior for this Bulldogs team. He has not missed a foul shot yet. Perfect from the charity stripe this season. So now Wilsey running the point, finds Smith. Smith scanning her options, finds Frazier. Frazier trying to cut towards the hoop, but it deflects off of her, and Haddonfield will retake possession. Haddonfield now with a 20-point lead over the Lady Knights here, and Coach Mulligan must be happy.
Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't you be? If you're Coach Mulligan, obviously, doesn't show in the face because the game is not done yet. Anything can happen in a sport like basketball. Anyone can go on a run, like our friend Big Ben had said a couple broadcasts back, but still, when you have a 20-point lead, you got to show a little bit of signs of happiness just overall as a coach. You know the game plan's working well, and you want to keep on running it through.
Frazier gets her shot blocked. No foul called. Benjamin now taking up the court here for Haddonfield. She finds Walters. Walters makes a couple girls jump. She goes for the floater, and beautiful arc on that shot there from Walters, who now has 11 points in the matchup. Swatted away there from the Bulldogs. They'd say the Lady Knights offense has gone kind of cold here. Smith now has it at the top. She looks towards Logan. Logan going the other way, looking for Wilsey. Wilsey finds Sims. Sims is going to launch it from beyond the arc, but she can't nail it. Looking for the rebound are all the Sterling players. Paris Logan gets the ball. Jump ball called, and possession will stay in favor of Sterling.
Look at this break one more time from Haddonfield. They must have a lot of players practicing floaters and making sure they are up to par, day after day, because a lot of them have been really clean throughout this game.
Wilsey now going with the ball. Finds Smith, who finds Kuhn. Good ball movement here by the Lady Knights, trying to get themselves back on the board. Now down by 22. Sims finds Wilsey. Wilsey to Kuhn. Kuhn finds Wilsey. She looks underneath towards Sims. Sims looking for Logan. It looked like a foul on the floor there. Called on Marlena Kadar. Her second of the game. Haddonfield with 2 fouls here in the quarter. So Kuhn ready to inbound this ball. She finds Sims. Sims now trying to look for some open space. Still searching, and that one deflected. Nice play there by Haddonfield. Moving up the court now is Sinis. Sinis cuts back. Finds Benjamin. Back to Sinis, who finds Walters. Walters fakes the shot. Goes into the lane. Takes a shot. And that one doesn't go. Maddie Sims now with the rebound. Sims trying to progress up the court. That one's stolen away there by Walters, but it goes right into the hands of Smith. Smith gets it deflected by Sinis. And it'll go back in Sterling possession once again. A lot of hustle from both of these teams.
A lot of incredible effort from both sides of the ball for both of these squads. Obviously, Sterling, like you said, a bit of a cold streak going on right now on the offensive side, and honestly on the defensive side. It's just they haven't quite found the rhythm in this half. Once they do, maybe things will change, but they've got to get there, and they've got to get there fast.
Smith looking for Hoffaker in the pass there. That ball will stay in possession of Sterling. And it's really kind of getting ugly here for the Lady Knights. They're looking a little bit lackluster. And a big hit there from Molly Hoffaker, laying the boom on Walters. Looked a little unintentional, to be fair. But nevertheless, Hoffaker, again, very scrappy freshman for the Sterling Lady Knights team. Actually played in the JV game before this quite a lot. So it's interesting that she has still all this stamina in the varsity game. She's seen a couple of minutes so far. Kuhn was looking for Logan. That one was deflected down by Haddonfield. Now moving up is Kadar, who looks for the layup. That one doesn't go. Rebound here by Fasolo. She's looking out. Sterling tips it, but it's gotten back by Benjamin, and Benjamin's going to slow the pace down. Benjamin finds Sinnis. Sinnis looking all the way over to Walters. Walters driving into the lane. Shot does not count. Looks like a foul on the floor.
Look once again at what occurred here. Leah made a little too much contact as the drive went down, so no points and a foul awarded to Aaliyah Smith.
Yeah, it's her second, Sterling's second of the quarter. Wilsey trying to break out of the seal. Great defense here by Haddonfield as they keep it in. Great hustle by the Bulldogs. They keep it in. Benjamin looking for the mid-range shot, but that one does not go. Smith with the rebound. Now Wilsey showing off her great speed. Cross-country runner for the Sterling squad. Alexi Kuhn now going to fire it from long range. That one doesn't go. Hoffaker trying to savor the rebound, but that one bounces out instead. Alexi Kuhn has been relatively cold today, has had a couple shots from beyond the arc that have not gone. She only has 3 points. Last game against Collingswood, she had 19 and has a team lead 11 points per game, but this game, not really hitting her shots. Benjamin now pressured here by Hoffaker. Walters gets it to Sinnis. Sinnis finds Benjamin. Benjamin. Oh, great passing here by Haddonfield. And Walters thought she drew the foul, but it's going to be a travel violation. Great passing for Solo from underneath. Gets this one to Walters. And she just couldn't end up with the basket.
It's been a ton of great passing just overall for Haddonfield throughout this game, whether it be on the perimeter or getting it into the paint through the zone to score another two. They've been very persistent throughout that efficiency on the passing game.
Lexi Kuhn gets it stripped away from her, and now Haddonfield moving up the court. Walters now with some great speed. Trying to speed this one up here for the Bulldogs, but she cuts back and chooses to slow it down instead. Hit the little rewind button. Benjamin finds Sinnis. He finds Del Duca. Del Duca now looking across the court for Benjamin. Benjamin's going to let it fly from beyond the arc, and she makes no mistake in doing that. Benjamin still on fire from behind the arc. And Haddonfield just increasing their lead now. Smith finds Wilsey. Wilsey now was knocked down. Kuhn now finds Logan. Foul on the floor. Looks like that one's on Del Duca as we're going to take a look at the replay of Benjamin's three.
I mean, when you see a Haddonfield player based on this game beyond the arc, they're cooking up something good, and that's going to be another 3 points for them. So now I believe a 25-point lead for the Haddonfield Bulldogs.
And just what a pass from Del Duca as well, using her senior veterancy to, scan the court and make the accurate throw. So now Kuhn finds Logan. Logan spinning away, trying to go towards the basket. Can't nail that one. It's on 37 seconds left, and Haddonfield moving up with a ton of speed. Walters slows it down, gets it to Benjamin. Benjamin from the corner. Doesn't go. Rebound Del Duca. She finds Sinnis. Haddonfield now slowing it down. 25 seconds left to go. Sinnis trying to move into some open space. Finds Walters. Walters breaking in. Finds Del Duca. Del Duca back to Sinnis. To Benjamin. Benjamin pump fakes. Gets it underneath. A nice steal away there from Aaliyah Smith. Smith now has some trouble. Gets it to Hoffaker. Hoffaker trying to get this one out. Jump ball called. And possession will stay in favor of Haddonfield. Aggressive rip away there from Fasolo on the much smaller Molly Hoffaker. Walters subbed out for McKenna. A nice pass which gets in. That one doesn't go. Rebound Smith. Smith passes it over, and that'll do it for the third quarter. So Sterling with a detrimental third quarter. Haddonfield capitalizing 44-19. We'll be right back at you with some fourth quarter action.
Bad decision. Not wearing a seatbelt while driving increases fatal injuries by 78%. Hitting the windshield without a seatbelt feels like getting knocked out by an Olympic heavyweight boxer. Four times. The initial impact of a car crash is multiplied without a seatbelt. It feels like being tackled by 3 defensive backs running at full speed.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Good choice. Buckle up. It's not worth being a statistic.
Taking a look down Laurel Road at Stratford, New Jersey. We're back here at Sterling High School as Haddonfield with a big third quarter against those Lady Knights. 44-19 now the score, and Max detrimental as we take a look there at Thomas Leakin, my dad, and Rob Strauss, Channel 19 announcer, also PA announcer for the Delaware Blue Coats, running the PA announcing tonight for the Lady Knights basketball team. And I mean, Max, talk about the third quarter that couldn't have gone worse there for the Lady Knights.
Well, Sterling came into that quarter 19 points. And it was not a bad first half at all based on their standards throughout. Obviously, the defense needed some work, and going into halftime, that's what you assume they talked over. If you watch the third quarter first, based on that, there's nothing you can assume other than the defense was just going to keep deteriorating. They scored not a point in that third quarter, and obviously that's already changed.
Yeah, now they have 2 in the fourth quarter. Aaliyah Smith getting the scoring started early. But yeah, Max, you make a great point. That third quarter definitely was not good. Defense still wasn't at its best, and that offense just couldn't get anything working. Because now Walters now in the lane. What a move. What a floater. And she is on fire right now. Walters, a 19 points per game player, really proving that point tonight. She has 13. It's been on fire for the Haddonfield Bulldogs thus far. Kuhn now finds Wilsey. Wilsey finds Logan. Back to Wilsey. Wilsey cross court looking for Sims. Taken away here by Walters. Sims with the hustle play. Walters keeps it in. Walters smartly regroups, looking for an outlet pass. She's taking it around town, looking for Benjamin. Benjamin makes a woman miss. She goes for the 3, and she knocks it down. Benjamin on fire tonight, 12 points. Kuhn now finds Smith. Smith looking for Logan, a nice pass, but Logan couldn't corral it. That one deflects off the Haddonfield player, so we're going to take a look at the replay.
Take a look again. It's a nice pass out, and a nice 3. Which is, as we know from before, something they have continued to exceed in against this zone defense from Sterling.
Smith now working here against Rusk. Traveling violation called on Smith as she was knocked down, and we're going to take a look at the basket before from our little basket cam.
Once again, they keep on hitting them with the nice floaters
that
touch nothing but net.
Walters' right-hand floater has been really impressive thus far, showing why she's a 19 points per game player. Her bag of tricks that she pulls out is very good. She has 13 on the night. Rusk now looking underneath. Great passing here by the Bulldogs, and cashing in is Kadar. Great passing by the Haddonfield Bulldogs. Chemistry showing strong. Now Haddonfield with a 30-point lead over the Lady Knights. Sims now looking over towards Wilsey. Wilsey finding Paris Logan. Logan going for the layup. That one doesn't go. She gets her own rebound. That one doesn't go once again. Logan still fighting, chucking them up, but rebound gotten there by the Bulldogs. Haddonfield slowing it down now. Walters running the point here. Gives it off to Benjamin. Benjamin looking underneath for Rusk. Back to Benjamin. This one finds his way all the way over to Kadar. Great passing here by the Bulldogs. Mulligan starts it back up. She runs the point. Gets it to Kadar, who finds Rusk. Rusk trying to put up a layup. Great defense there by Paris Logan. This one goes over Kuhn's head. Now Walters, right-hand floater once again. That one's not money. Paris Logan fights for the rebound. Now moving up is Sterling. Wilsey now progressing up. Finds Maddie Sims. Screen set. This one goes back over to Wilsey. Wilsey for the jumper, and she's cash money. Give her 3 points there for Amber Wilsey. 5 points on the night with a nice triple. Mulligan finds Kadar. He finds Rusk underneath. Rusk was pressured there by Lexi Kuhn, as we're going to take a look at the replay of Haddonfield's last basket.
Once again, the technical kind of floatery, but not exactly. A little more traditional layup that time around, but still 2 points nonetheless. And then here, it's Wilsey's 3. I mean, here comes the money. Shane McMahon right there. It keeps on going.
Kay likes that one, a big WWE fan in the truck, Mr. K. It's now Fasolo is looking to facilitate, but she cannot get that one. Sinis now has it. It looks like Rusk, Kadar, and Walters Knight are done, all having phenomenal games in their respective ways. They moved down to the end of the bench, so it looks like they will be out of this game. This one goes back to Wilsey, looking for yet another three-pointer, just a little bit too much on that one. And with 4 minutes and 2 seconds left, that one goes out of bounds. So now Del Duca gets it over to Sinis. Sinis now slowing it down. Finds Mulligan. Mulligan looking for some space. Looking for the pass. Finds Benjamin. This one goes back over to Sinis. Sinis to Benjamin. Benjamin to Mulligan. Mulligan gonna fire it away, and that one doesn't go. Amber Wilsey now slowing it down. Wilsey to Kuhn. Back to Wilsey. She finds Sims. Sims gets a nice screen there from Frazier, and she fires up a 3. That one doesn't go for her either, and that ball is going to stay in possession of Haddonfield. And Mulligan now subbed out as well. It looks like her night is done. Olivia McKenna on the court now for Haddonfield. So only one starter remaining on the court here for Haddonfield. That is Harper Benjamin. This one finds her hands as she gets it back over to Sinis. Finds McKenna. She's looking underneath for Fasolo. She finds Sinis. Great pass there from Fasolo. Sinis looking towards Del Duca, who finds McKenna. McKenna from long range doesn't go. Rebound gotten there by Benjamin. Benjamin looking for the little hook shot. That one doesn't go. Rebound Fasolo. Fasolo looking for Sinis, and a traveling violation called on Fasolo. Our next TV game will be this Friday. It'll be girls basketball, Haddon Heights versus Sterling. That game starting at 5:30. Myself and Max Zuback will be back here, bringing you guys the action live here from the castle. Wilsey now finding Frazier. Back out to Kuhn. Kuhn looking for a three-pointer. That one goes off the rim. Rebound there by Frazier. Frazier trying to cash that one in. That will stay, that will go into Haddonfield possession.
They've tried to cash in many a time, but everyone is like Damian Sandow's attempt from a while ago. It's just not happening.
Yeah.
Just can't quite get it to go through. And that's why the deficit is this large this late in the game.
And the hot hand from beyond the arc has been a big problem for the Sterling Lady Knights defense. Sinis now slowing it down. Finds Del Duca, who looks underneath. This one goes out to Fasolo, and a foul called there on Aaliyah Smith. A big announcement for the Lady Knights in, a bit of a rough game. Our very own Maddie Sims was named one of the Colonial Conference Players of the Week by Mike Hallahan, who runs the SJBIT. Congrats to Maddie Sims. So now Lexi Kuhn moving up the court. 2 minutes remaining here in this fourth quarter. She finds Hoffaker. Hoffaker looking to drive towards the basket. Does a little floater, but gets fouled on the way up. We're going to see if she will be shooting two or not as we take a replay, or look at the replay.
Hoffaker goes for a nice move in. Just can't quite get it going. It'll be an inbound. No 2 free throws here.
This one goes back out to Wilsey. That one finds the hands of Smith, finding Kuhn. Kuhn now getting a nice screen from Smith, finds Wilsey. who finds Hoffaker. Hoffaker just walked a little bit too far. So thank you all for tuning in here, Sterling Channel 19 for Haddonfield versus Sterling as this game is wrapping up. The boys will play at Haddonfield tonight. That game starting at 7. So if you guys have nothing to do watching at home, make sure you guys go out and support the boys. Post-game show to follow with both teams. Coach McDonald will come on for the Sterling Lady Knights, and for Haddonfield, that is TBD. And a nice floater there by Olivia McKenna, buying herself a trip to the line, also buying herself 2 points.
Take a look here. Keeps on driving through. McKenna's had a really solid night for herself against the Lady Knights, consistently scoring for Haddonfield.
And a lot of subs coming in for the Bulldogs here. End of bench players. So now shooting one will be Olivia McKenna trying to complete the 3-point play and trying to give Haddonfield a 30-point lead over Sterling. All right, it looks like so there is Coach McDonald. So now a little bit confusion with, a minute and 21 remaining with Haddonfield up by 29. So we will take a second to kind of recap the game. I mean, Sterling started off well. I mean, it was 10-10 after the first quarter. Haddonfield, was up at half, but not by much. And then no points in the third quarter from the Lady Knights, while Haddonfield was just taking complete control, and that is how we've gotten to a 29-point lead where Haddonfield has it over Sterling. Our next TV game will be this Friday. It'll be Sterling versus Haddon Heights. The Garnets coming to town for the first time. That game will start at 5:30. Looks like it'll be a foul shot the other way. Well, somehow there's a technical shot here for Sterling, so Lexi Kuhn will be the one to take it here for the Lady Knights. She nails it. Looks like she's shooting 2. Yeah, 2 technical free throws. Not sure who the tech was assessed on. She nails both of them. So this is now a 27-point lead here for the Haddonfield Bulldogs compared to the 29 that we had before. And it looks like we'll be getting back to action here with a minute and 21 remaining. Looks like Coach Mulligan's not happy with the result. Who knows what that was, but now Lexi Kuhn going to fire away. That one doesn't go. She didn't have the hot hand tonight. Only had 5 points, only nailed 1 3-pointer. It was her first one of the game ever since then. Hadn't gotten another one. Haddonfield now on the offensive with a minute remaining. Sterling playing tight defense as Haddonfield's trying to get another couple points on the board. That one doesn't go for Haddonfield. Rebound gotten, but it looked like Badusa stepped out of bounds. So 45 seconds remaining here in quarter number 4. Lady Knights just looking for a few more points. Kuhn now going to fire away from 3. That one doesn't go for her. Rebound Hoffaker. This one goes towards Smith. She looks for Frazier. Great passing here by the Lady Knights. They just can't finish, and now Haddonfield looking to go the other way. A nice pass looking for Friedman. Friedman now going towards the net. Nice little floater. That one doesn't go. Friedman also a part of that Group 2 championship Haddonfield girls soccer team. He's a clutch player in the midfield in defense for them. This one goes to Smith. Smith finds Hoffaker. That one doesn't go. 3 seconds remain here. 2 teams fighting on the ground. Jump ball called with 1 second and 1 second. 1.9 seconds, excuse me. Had a little bit of a... And it looks like That'll do it here between Sterling and Haddonfield. So Haddonfield taking the win 53-26 there against the Lady Knights. And we're going to go to break real quick. We're going to have a couple girls on for the post-game show in just a few moments.
Hey Liz, what's up? Hey Maddie. Why are you wearing Crocs? They're so comfortable, you should really get a pair. Maddie, take them off, they're so ugly.
Three days later.
Hi. Hey. You're wearing Crocs? You're wearing sneakers?
I thought you said those were ugly.
Well, I guess they are kind of comfy.
I need to use the potty.
Can I go to the bathroom?
Yes, you can.
I wasn't even gone for that long.
Welcome back to Sterling Channel 19 after the Haddonfield Bulldogs took down the Sterling Silver Knights 53-26. And I'm here with a couple of the players. First, we're going to have Walters. Now, you had a ridiculously great game. I mean, the right-hand floater was really working for you tonight. I mean, how did you feel during the game?
Thank you. I felt like as a team, like we really came together. In the first half, we struggled, but I feel like in the second half, we were able to turn it around and start seeing the gaps, and that really like helped us like get out in a lead and have like a oh my God, can we start over? Or no, a successful game.
Happens to the best of us. You're okay. Now, I mean, I was going to mention that first half. I mean, you guys looked a little slower out there. I mean, and then that started the second half. Then you guys made sure they scored nothing. Sterling scored nothing in that third quarter, and you guys kept scoring and scoring and scoring. I mean, what are some adjustments you guys made at half to really, realize what was happening in front of you?
On defense, we really worked on communication. In the first half, we felt like we were being a little quiet, and when we communicate, we're just really able to play as a team, and it helps us create turnovers.
Now, I mean, we talked about your right-hand floater, but also from beyond the arc, you guys were fabulous. I mean, what is something that you guys maybe worked on to, kind of get that going and your passing as well?
I feel like as a team, like we just really work on having a good connection and knowing where each other are. Like Harper, I always know where she is on the court. Like I know if I pass her, like she's gonna knock down a three, and I feel like that really helps us with just having good chemistry.
All right, thank you for coming on. Congratulations, you guys. You can go now. Now, Harper Benjamin, I mean, you had a great game, and you were just ripping it from beyond the arc. I mean, to no end. I mean, how did you feel? I mean, having that dominant of a game.
I felt great, but I really think it was like a team job because like when Acadia and like all my other teammates drive, like they always know where I am on the court and like they're able to kick it to me, and I feel like that's like the main like a really good aspect of our team that we have.
Now, from start to finish, you were really on fire, and I mean, and when you're in that flow state, kind of, feeling the groove, how do you make sure you don't get a little too ahead of yourself and kind of keep yourself contained, in that flow state where you're just ripping them and getting them in?
I feel like our team is like really like helps me with it. Like at halftime when Coach Mulligan pulled us into the locker room, she talked about communication a lot, and I feel like, I don't know, it kind of like made me stay in that state and like stay locked in for the rest of the game.
And I mean, moving on, you guys take down a pretty good Sterling team, and I mean, going forward, I mean, what are some things you guys are looking to work on, maybe just improve on, or just kind of strengthen a little bit with the team?
I think coming out like a little bit quicker and more like I wanted to communicate more in the first half because I feel like that kind of brought us down. But like as we started doing that in the second half, I think that's like one thing we should work on as a team.
Thank you for coming on. I appreciate it. And then last but certainly not least, I'm going to have Coach Mulligan now. Just an amazing game from the girls. I mean, and you guys started off a little bit slower in that first quarter. I mean, talk to me about, what you were kind of thinking about and ready to tell the girls, not to bring them down, but kind of just to keep them focused and have a better second quarter and on.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we started off slow or they started off really hot. I think that's the way it was. I think they hit the three early. They got the ball inside. Credit to all that they did early on in the game. I think just eventually our defense picked up. We started jumping in the passing lanes, mixing things up defensively. I know, Sterling has a young squad with some players injured, some players not returning. So I think when you can mix things up and try and speed up their process and we get some easy looks, that builds our confidence definitely.
Now, from the eye, it looked like Acadia and Harper were both just on fire tonight. I mean, talk about that duo and how they're helping you guys with the scoring and on the defensive side.
Yeah, we talk a lot about how, good players play hard and they hustle, but great players make other players around them better. So that's really our point of emphasis, to get everybody involved, to make good passes to each other. I didn't think we were really doing that early on. We were kind of just, telegraphing a lot of our passes. So really just talked at halftime about setting each other up and making each other better. And I think definitely Harper and Acadia from the outside are two of our primary shooters. And I think in the second half that stretched their zone a little bit, and we were able to hit inside to Marlena Cater at the foul line area, and she made some great passes for that high-low connection that we were able to get some easy looks.
I mean, talk about, we see your guys just passing very fluent a lot of the time, especially when the communication's on point. Talk about how the chemistry on and off the court off the court really helps with the chemistry on the court.
Yeah, they're a fun bunch. I mean, I think yesterday at practice they were a little silly. They definitely laugh a lot, talk a lot when I'm trying to instruct them sometimes. But they really do seem like they enjoy being around each other. A lot of them I've coached since they were younger. I used to coach with Marlena Kadar's mom, Lori Kadar, at our trial program. So I've coached like 8 of them since they were in like 4th grade. So they're just really a nice group of kids, nice families, and fun to coach. 2,000-point
scorer, former Sterling alum, Coach Mulligan, thank you for coming on. I appreciate it.
You guys do an awesome job.
So I'm going to step aside for just one moment, grab Coach Kate McDonald, have her on for the broadcast, and then we'll wrap it up here at Sterling Channel 19. I'll be right back.
I could really use a bev right now.
Brayden, how many times I tell you not to bring drinks in the classroom, just water?
So now I'm here with Coach McDonald. Now, Coach, I mean, you went against a much more experienced Haddonfield team, and I know you guys lost by a wide margin, but how does this playing against a team like Haddonfield good? How is it good for the younger girls to kind of gain some experience?
I just feel like playing against like you said, like a team like Haddonfield that's very experienced. I felt like we showed a whole lot of fight tonight, and I feel like the improvement that at least we've seen from the first scrimmage until now is leaps and bounds, and I think the girls can walk out of that locker room feeling they put something on the floor that they can be proud of tonight.
Now, I know we harp on her defense a lot, but something that's really improved for Paris is her offensive game. Talk about the development of that and how that's going for her.
Yeah, Paris is just tough, and Paris is focused all the time. She's the first person in the gym. She's the first person shooting. She's always all business, and the girls really trust her as far as being the steady hand for our team. And like I said, she plays hard all the time, and she really had a good night tonight.
Now, I know it's a rather young team, but just if you can give us a quick word just about the offensive struggle that happened tonight. I mean, the third quarter, guys went very cold, and I kind of just traveled on as the game went on. But talk about how you kind of got into that and how you're going to try and get them out of it as time goes on.
It's just tough. We don't have a true point guard. And if you have a true point guard, that's somebody that can settle the team down in the press and get into the offense and initiate the sets and things like that. That being said, we don't have one, so we don't have a choice but then to move on and try to learn and put different people in different positions. And we're getting the hang of things, and we'll just keep figuring it out as we go.
Thank you for coming on, Coach McDonald. I appreciate it. Thank you. So that'll do it here at Sterling Channel 19 after the Lady Knights unfortunately lose to the Haddonfield Bulldogs 53-26 here at the Castle. So we'll be right back at you Friday at 5:30 as the Lady Knights will be back here once again taking on the Haddon Heights Garnets. That game starting at 5:30. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you to Max Zubak, my partner in crime. Thank you to everyone in the truck, everyone on the cameras, and as always,